Have you ever been in Europe before? Well, if you didn't, you're lucky, because today you're gonna learn quite a lot of stuff about Europe, so you will know where to go on your next vacation. So, welcome back, if you are already a fan of my work. So, as I told you before, today we're not gonna talk about buildings, but we're gonna talk about Europe. I decided to put together a playlist, it's gonna take quite a long time, where we're gonna talk about the main European attraction. And how will I do that? We will weekly visit a country, and country by country we're gonna visit all the European country, and actually not all the cities, but just the main city, the capital. And yes, I'm gonna talk about the main buildings and the main attraction. I mean, the place that you would like to visit if you would go there. And yes, so this will help you have a pretty good picture about the city. Where to start? Let's talk about Europe as a land. Europe is a continent. It is almost all surrounded by water, by the north, on the north by the Arctic Ocean, on the west by the Atlantic Ocean, on the south by the Mediterranean Sea, on the south east by the Black Sea. Physiographically, it occupies the northwestern part of the landmass known as Eurasia. In fact, on the east is neighboring with Asia. Its borders are represented by the mountains, Caucasus Mountains, the Caspian Sea, and the Ural Mountains that are actually in Russia. That is also part of Europe. Europe contains within itself 51 countries, and I will just mention these five countries because these countries actually are transcontinental countries, and they are Russia, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Turkey. So this country, as you understand, they are both in Europe and both in Asia. All the other 46 countries are located in Europe completely. So, just for the sake of order and tidiness, I have decided to first talk about the European Union countries, also because I'm Italian and I'm living in European Union, and then all the others. Okay? So, if you didn't know, there are 28 countries that are part of the European Union, and actually all of these countries are Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, of course, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and the United Kingdom. That actually, if you haven't heard about it, after the Brexit, so in 2019, it will be quitting the European Union. So how actually European Union is working? There are three main parties that are governing Europe, the European Union, and these are the European Union Council, the European Parliament, and the European Commission. What do they do? The European Union Council set the policy and process new legislation, okay? And the European Parliament debates and approve the law proposed by the Council, and the European Commission staffs and executes the laws. So basically, the European Union Council represents national governments. The Parliament is elected by the people, so represent the people, and the European Commission is the European Union staff. The European Union is founded by its member states, and yearly they receive a contribution of over 100 billion euros. And yes, you may know it, the euro is the common currency in the European Union area, and actually is just the second strongest currency in the world after the US dollar. And yes, when it was the time, many countries had to replace their current currency. For example, in Italy there was the lira, and we had to change it. That change happened on 2001, if I remember correctly, and yes, if you have been in Europe before, you have noticed that in some countries in the European Union you don't find the euro, and this is actually caused by some countries not applying a pledge that they did entering the European Union. When you enter the European Union, you have to change your currency to the euro, but just 19 countries did, and all these countries are a part of an area called Eurozone. Another differentiation, you will find it when probably you have seen it already. In some countries in the European Union you need the passport, in other you don't, and actually you need the passport as a European Union citizen. You need the passport when you're going in the area that are not part of the Schengen area. The Schengen area is composed by 26 members, and in this country you can, if you are a resident of the Schengen area, you can just freely travel and move from any country you want. If you're not, you need a visa or passport or whatever is your country requirement. So now you should have a pretty good picture of how the European Union is working, and which countries are part of it or not, and also what it means to be in the Eurozone and in the Schengen area. But just for be more just for letting you understand better, I put together a list of the countries, of all the European countries, and the first 28 are part of the European Union, and all the others are not. And so just just check out this list, and yes, I will see you in a few minutes. And so we're back. Let me know in the comment below if you have been in any of the country I've just mentioned it or put it in the list, or if you are planning to go in any of those. And as always, if you like the video, let me know it, show me some love, and yes, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification button so you won't miss my next video. And yes, don't forget, next week we will talk about random countries that is part of the European Union, So, well, as always, let's build together a better world. See you.